Okay, guys, in the next episode of Denim and Leather podcast, we're welcoming extraordinary singer, to me a legend, Blaze Bayley from Wolfsbane, ex-Iron Maiden, and his solo stuff for the last 26, 27 years now. Thank you, Blaze, for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell me what's new in your world now.
Well, I just got back from Spain. We did Z-Fest with Saxon. That just was absolutely amazing. I've known the guys from Saxon for many years. They're just so good. They did a great set, fantastic sound that they had. The guitars so loud, the drums so clear, powerful. Biff just sounds like a god. Sounds like Odin. If Odin was a heavy metal singer, it would be Biff Byford. That's
Wow.
how good. So it was absolutely great weekend, just so good. And the Spanish fans are absolutely incredible. So really, really good. And it was a short set. For me, it was about an hour. And I'm doing an Iron Maiden anniversary set. I did 2 full albums with Maiden.
Yeah.
And there seems to be now a real nostalgia for the 90s. And I did the X Factor anniversary. It was the 10th studio album of Iron Maiden. So I did 10 cities and 10 countries and played the X Factor and the B-side start to finish, and people loved it. And so they said, please come back and do some more. So I've said, all right, I'll do my favorite songs from my X Factor album with Maiden and my Virtual 11 album with Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing now. And I just keep getting booked up as a big UK tour in October, and the tickets have sold out in a couple of places. And I'm booked to play different festivals all over Europe. It's incredible, really. And it's a different way of doing the songs, because in Maiden, they've got the keyboards and they do it very much like the record. For me, I take the song and go, well, what's my style? And whereas those songs, it's old now and the production is a bit different, some of the guitar parts were octaves or unison. And if I think, you know what, I would like to have a harmony there, I change it to a harmony. So I have that. And then going through the phrasing on the vocals, then my voice is very different now. It's stronger in a lot of different areas. And there are a lot of little details that I like to change just a little bit, like finishing the line and the phrase at an exact point. That and slightly differently. And my voice has grown and developed. Really, I learned to sing again in Iron Maiden because there was another third of my voice that I'd never used before. And when Steve Harris was producing the album, and when we were writing together, he would say, well, try and sing it here in this place. I'd be going, oh, it's a bit low. And anyway, we did it and it worked. And over those 30 years away from that, that's become part of my style, and the strength of that part of my voice has really improved. So it's a bit like the difference between a young man where basically you're singing everything loud, in tune, in time. And now a mature man where you go, I want to reach into my listener's heart. I want to connect with my listener. And it's a different way of looking at things. And that's the way I do it now. What is the song about? Where is the emotion of the song? How can I show you the emotion of the song? And how can I connect with you to say, we all have the same emotions? So that's what I do. So that's a real pleasure of going back and doing those old songs. We just finished the Wolfsbane tour, 40 years of the same guys from the first record. We never had anybody else in the band from Live Fast, Die Fast, right up to now. We've been together longer now than that break that I had with Maiden.
Yeah.
And we've made a few records. Wolfsbane Saved the World, Genius, just some great music. And we did our tour, which was a lot of the White Album Wolfsbane as well. And it just, man, it was incredible. Because a lot of our fans are really old and they know the words better than me. And everybody's singing, going crazy. And you think, what are these bunch of old blokes doing here at the show? And you think, well, we're a bunch of old blokes as well. And then you see new fans as well, younger fans, and people bringing their sons and daughters and family. Oh, man, it was absolute riot. So we managed to do quite a few gigs together in May. And now we're trying to find our days together to do writing and bring out a new Wolfsbane album next year, which is very, very exciting. We have a few ideas. Of course, the thing with Wolfsbane, you can't pin us down to a style. We're a little bit like Queen in that way, in that we take all the elements that are available to us in rock and metal, and we go, well, this song would feel good in this vibe.
Yeah.
So this is more of an AC/DC vibe. This is more of a Van Halen vibe. This is more Motorhead vibe, and all of this, and that's how we do it. So you never know what you're going to get, except it's going to have a lot of energy on a Wolfsbane album. So it's good. It's really busy, but I'm so lucky, man. I got so many bookings coming in, so many great festivals. Next weekend, we're doing the Detzer Festival in Germany. Man, it was so many great things going on. I'm very, very lucky.
I can see.
Be independent.
Yeah.
I'm independent. I don't have a big record deal or anything. I have a small team of people that work with me that are incredibly hardworking and creative and talented. And together we do everything. And we're small, but we do everything the way that we want to do it. And I think that's the difference between being independent on a label and some of the compromises that you have to make. We can choose which ones we do, and we can go, well, it's not always about the money. It's about, well, do we really want to go and play that festival? Do we really want to go and play that venue? We like it so much, and different things. So it's a nice situation to be in. And to be honest, you know, years ago when we started out in Wolfsbane, I thought I'd be dead when I was 40. I thought, and I got to 40 and I'm not dead. I'll have to carry on. And that's what I've done. And you look back and all of this nostalgia, you look back, some of the ups and the downs, you go, well, I've learned so much. And now I'm able to use all of those lessons from tough times and good times to put into what we do now. And I feel incredibly lucky to be able to do it. The number one thing, I've had incredible support from my fans. Yeah. You know, when I didn't have a band, I remember being at work. I was working a day job after Maiden. I'd had terrible problems. And after Maiden, I was working a day job. I'm working in a shop, and fans used to come in the shop, and they never said, why are you working in a shop? They said, when's your next record? Yeah. And it was incredible. When's your next gig? They didn't say, it's like, okay, it doesn't matter where you're working, but when is your next record? And that really kept me going, you know, in a lot of, man, that was a dark time, but that kept me going. So I look back at that, like 17 years ago, maybe. And I think, wow, to get from there to here where we've got sold out shows. Sometimes we play 2 nights in a row. We're invited on to important festivals. It's a different world. So going back and playing those Iron Maiden songs, it's really, really cool. It's like seeing old friends.
You know what? I like that a few of your songs from the X Factor and Virtual 11 became classics that Iron Maiden also plays. You know, you cannot see that in Judas Priest, for example, with Reaper. You know, Reaper had 2 great albums with Judas Priest, but Halford doesn't sing some of them. You know, so your few of your songs are classics, man. I love them. You know, from the 2 albums, great.
Thank you. Bruce and I have always got along. We've always been friends. We've always had the greatest respect for each other, different things. He's always helped me in my solo career. And in Maiden, I know Tim very well, Tim Ripper Owens. He's an incredible vocalist and a wonderful, wonderful person. We've worked together many times. And what I can't say about his situation, but what I can say about Maiden is everything that we did 100% with passion to be the best that it could be. And it was important to all of us that were in Maiden at that time. We all did our absolute best. And there's some great music that we can all be very, very proud of. And it's important, if you've got a catalogue, and for me as a fan, I'm looking back at my favourite band. I'm looking back at AC/DC, let's say, and I'm going, okay, well, you've got this, but they still play something from the early years. And for me, well, it's not, it's a part of the band that I love. So if you suddenly go, oh, well, we don't play anything from these 2 albums, if suddenly the X Factor and Virtual 11 disappeared, then, oh, does that mean they didn't mean it? Does that mean they're not genuine? Does that mean, oh, they only did it for the money or because they had to do it? No, what happened was, for us, we were fighting for our lives, man, the life of Iron Maiden. We were fighting. All the journalists in the UK, the rock journalists, were saying Maiden is dead, Nirvana is forever, Pearl Jam is forever, Soundgarden, this is it, grunge is now, heavy metal is dead. And we were in Spain playing to 10,000 people every night. There were nearly 30 shows, went around all the big cities and the big towns and all of that, playing to all of those things. And I would think, well, who are these journalists? Who do they think they are? Yeah. Because not one of them is more important than any fan. If the fan bought the ticket and bought the CD, then their opinion matters to me, not the journalist who says, oh, Iron Maiden's not fashionable, they're over. They don't fucking know why Iron Maiden is in our heart. They don't know that is. I did. I knew why I loved Iron Maiden before I joined, when I saw them, 3 times in Birmingham Odeon in a theatre, 1,800 people, tiny. They'll never do that again. And I saw Metallica there, Johnny there, Ron James Dio. So those people that wrote off Iron Maiden back then did not understand that Iron Maiden, it's not the people in the band, it's the fans that keep the band alive through their love. And the reason that we loved Iron Maiden at that time is because they do what the fuck they want to do and nobody tells them. When I joined the band, then I said to Steve, we were in the studio, and I said, well, what about the record company? I said, do the record company have anything to say? And he goes, no. He said, the record company is banned from the studio. The record company aren't allowed to visit the studio. They're not allowed to listen to anything. Not a rough mix, not fuck all, man. No one's allowed into. It's just the band. Not even the manager could come to the studio. Go, how's the record going? No. Yeah. It's like, no. They had a bad experience, and Steve said, right, fuck it, record company's banned. no one listens to the album until it's finished.
Yeah.
Because one time, record company went to the studio, and this is Iron Maiden, went to the studio, listened to something, and then went back and said, album's terrible, it's all drums. Because they were listening to the drums in the mix, trying to sort the levels of the drums out. And the stupid people at the record company thought that was the album. So he's like, no, the band. And I was like, oh, great. So everything that you do in Iron Maiden, not everything turns out wonderful, but a lot of it turns out wonderful. Everything is done with 100% passion.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And as fans, we know they don't compromise, and that's what we love. We're listening to them. We're not listening to them chasing an idea of what might be popular in the future. We're listening to these men and the heart of what this band is. Well, that's what we're listening to, and we've listened to that over many years. Some better records, some more exciting, always some classic song, always some songs you thought, oh, I'm not quite, but always done with the most 100% passion.
Did that Iron Maiden, you joining Maiden, and afterwards Wolfsbane again? Did the Maiden thing brought you fans to Wolfsbane afterwards?
I don't know, maybe a few, but we had a lot of fans in Wolfsbane anyway. And it was only that at that time, you know, internet was just starting and smartphones weren't around at that time. So we had quite a few fans, but we didn't get in magazines. It was difficult to do promotion back then.
Yeah.
We had a tiny little label, Bronze Records. We weren't on Phonogram. When we were on Phonogram, same label as Metallica in the UK. But then we were dropped from that, dropped by Deaf American. It was horrible. So all because our style of music, where we're celebrating life and looking for the good times and looking for the positive things in life, and, you know, saying, well, things might be tough, might feel shit, but it might turn out okay, was much more positive. And that didn't really go with the fashion of music at the time, which was kind of looking at the floor, everything's turning out shit.
Yeah.
And that didn't fit for us. So getting back together with Wolfsbane and doing Wolfsbane Saves the World and the Genius album, then it fits now. Now it fits that attitude. So we don't do much, but we really enjoy what we do. But I'm really busy with my Blaze Bayley solo career, and what I do. And I think what's really cool is to be able to, the Blaze Bayley goes in a very much more metal direction, kind of in that Maiden, Metallica vibe, and Wolfsbane is insanity and chaos in a bottle.
Yeah, but you know, you mentioned the grunge of the 90s. You know, the all the naysayers and the journalists and the grunge movement. Now grunge, where is it? You know, metal is back, is alive. The 80s, the 90s metal is, you know, heard more than ever now on the festivals, and the 90s music that was not that you know, that important, that they made it important, is nowhere to be found, you know.
Exactly. It's a cliche. You know this. It's in your heart. Metal never dies.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it may be, but there's something about this art form, and that's what it is, because it's the way I choose to express myself. It is an art form. I'm showing you, I'm crafting these songs about emotion. Sometimes things are really dumb, and they have to be, because that's all we want. Sometimes sometimes metal, rock, it's really dumb. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just to feel good. It's nothing. It's not. And sometimes it's intense. and it rips your brain apart. But that's great too. You choose your band, you choose the songs you want to listen to, whatever reflects your mood or the mood that you want to be in. That's it. And the thing is, what I think is, because metal and the heavy rock was in the hands of the fans, that's why journalists didn't like it, because they had so little power. And a lot of those old journalists, they felt they had a sense of power, that they could make a band by writing a few good reviews and a good article, and break a band by writing a few bad reviews. So they had to be respected, and their opinion was important. No, it's absolutely wrong. The only opinion that matters is the fans. They actually paid for their CD. They paid for their ticket. They paid for their train to get there. They paid for their own hotel. The journalists back then, everything was free. So their opinion doesn't count. Yeah. But they thought it counted, and they told people that it counted. And that was wrong back then. Now things are more balanced, because now we have internet, we have podcasts like yours, which do things honestly. And if I'm interested in something, I'll go, okay, what's he got on his podcast? Denim and Leather. What's on? Oh, that's interesting. I'll go, I see the people.
Yeah.
And it's not, nobody can get in the way. It's just you and me.
Yep. You know what? I wanted to tell you, since you came to the podcast, you look great, man. You had that health scare a few years ago, but you look and you sound in the same key as you ever were.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard I saw some videos of Wolfsbane and some of your solo band. It's the same key, right? You're singing in the same key.
Well, what I've done is I changed the key, because in nature of singing, then the older you get, the less strong the high part of your voice is, but the lower part of your voice is still strong. I've developed that low baritone part of my voice since Maiden and over my solo career. And so James Hetfield did this like 30 something years ago when he was struggling with some of the things. It's nice to have the record in concert pitch, but live, you don't really need that. But it's a lot to get to that part. And what it means is your voice, which is so vulnerable anyway, you cannot restring your voice. You can't go to the shop and go, oh, another set of 13 gauge strings, please, for the voice. You can't do that, man. When it's gone, you need rest. Horrible medication and stuff like this. So you must not go there. What happens is you go, okay, one full step down. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference. But on your voice, it's suddenly like taking your car. If you drive a car or a motorcycle, it's suddenly like going, okay, from 200 kilometers an hour, how long that petrol, that diesel, how long it will last? 100 kilometers. Let's take it down to 150. It's going to last a lot. It's just as simple as that. So basically, you're taking all this pressure, and you go, actually, and here's the other benefit. Slightly lower, you're closer to the talking area of my voice, and that's the bit with the real emotion. And so I'm able to use that now. I think about it when I'm doing my recording live. I'm always at one step down, and the pressure's off my voice, and I'm able to put more of the emotion into the song. And that works for me. It works for James Hetfield and quite a few other singers. Some people take it down half a step for live. Some full step. Tim Owens, he does a full step. Udo, he does a full step as well. And we did a tour together, Udo, Tim, me, Mike Viscera from loudness, and we all had a full step down, man. I just thought after that, oh, I've got to keep this. Feels so good.
Yeah.
And some of the notes where you'd be, oh, it's quite thin sounding. Suddenly they're much bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
So
good.
So that's it. And it's age, man. You have to go, all right, I'm getting older. That's it. That's normal. Any singer that's past 50 is finding this. And if you're lucky enough to get to 60, then then this is what you should be doing.
To me, it sounded, as you said, I am a musician, I am a drummer, but to me it sounded legit. You know, it was like it was not a step down. You know, it was what I heard was actually almost same as the original. You know.
Yeah, for me, I would be, if I'd have known, I'd have done it years before.
Yeah. Tell me about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. I know Iron Maiden won't be there for the induction there on a big tour. I just saw them a month ago. But will you be there physically, or will you be only like them, only in spirit there?
They had a tour booked.
Yeah.
At the moment, I have some free days.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work it out that I get there for the ceremony. I don't know yet. Yeah. But I never got into a band because I wanted to get awards. Probably the same as you.
Yeah.
Get into a band because you want to play in front of people. You want to be on stage with people singing your songs with you, and go to different places and play music in different venues and meet new people, and that's why I got into it. And I love to sing. That's been my life. I love to sing. So I'm very lucky that even though I've had ups and downs, here I am. I'm a full-time professional heavy metal singer. Yeah. And I own my own record label. It's tiny. It's just me. But I'm independent.
Yeah.
And I do what I want. I play the music that I want. So I'm very, very lucky to be in that situation. There's so many bands that do what we do that still have to work a day job and have to fit their touring around work and family. I'm very lucky that I'm not in that situation. And I'm very grateful to my fans because they've made it possible. They've supported me. And when I had a heart attack and I couldn't work for 6 months and I had to postpone the tour, not one ticket, not one fan asked for a refund on their ticket. Not one promoter said, oh, we'll cancel then. They said, we'll wait.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, I could start back and start doing those tour dates again. And that's because my fans supported me. And I'm so lucky. I was 10 minutes from dead.
Oh, man.
Yeah. If I'd been on my own, I think I may have been dead because my partner, Kate, was with me and I was, should have phoned the ambulance. Or it feels like indigestion. It was a heart attack. I thought heart attack, your arm went dead. No, man. A heart attack, for me, symptoms I had, and now I've found it's very common. It's like an elephant sitting on your chest. You know, what is this? How can this feel heavy? It's nothing. It's like, oh, man, that's a heart attack. And I lived 2 minutes from the ambulance station, and they came on their way. They were going on their break, but instead they came to my house. 2 minutes, had the wires on me. Then they took me to hospital. 15 minutes, I was having treatment in hospital. I'm alive. And they said, we got to you in 2 minutes. If that had been 10 minutes, we don't think you would have made it.
Wow, man.
So lucky. But here's the weirdest thing about that is arrested and everything. Very, very careful about my recovery. I was very lucky that Kate, my partner, would look after me and everything. Very, very gentle. But when I got back to those first rehearsals, my voice felt like it had gone back 10 years and it was that much stronger. I'm like, how does that happen? I don't know what it was, but when I came back and started singing again, my voice was much clearer, stronger. So I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because I had to have 6 months away from singing properly.
Yeah.
And just, but man, I came back, my voice was stronger. All your strength is gone because they have to cut you in half. And that's got to heal, because if you don't let that heal, it will never heal. It takes 12 weeks, man. You've got to be just like as still as you possibly can. And those first few weeks, you're in agony when you breathe. So it's a challenge, but people get through it. I'm very, very lucky to have the support of my fans, my partner, Kate, and my family, the team that worked with me on Blaze, all the guys in Wolfsbane, everybody stuck with me and helped me through it. And I'm very, very lucky to be here talking to you. Still be a heavy metal singer in a band.
Yeah. You look healthy, man.
Thanks, man.
Tell me about Edfest. What's going on with that? Are you gonna play a Maiden set, right?
Yeah, they asked me to come and play a Maiden set because they heard that I was doing this anniversary tour. I'd done my X Factor tour.
Yeah.
I said, Steve phoned me.
Yeah.
And he said, we're doing Edfest. He said, you fancy coming and doing on Friday night? I said, yeah. All right then. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I never expected it at all. I saw that he was putting a few bands friends from the old days and things. So I thought, oh, well, okay. And I'm doing it. It's a very short set though.
But you're headlining
on the Friday.
Yeah, okay.
Friday night headlining that stage, and it's about an hour, which is nothing in Iron Maiden terms.
Yeah, okay.
My normal headline set is about 3 hours to fit all the songs I want to do in, and we've got about an hour, I think. Very excited about it. Great. I never played Nebworth, and if you think Nebworth, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
So you got to think, whoa, it's a hallowed ground, man. So many incredible artists played Nebworth. You think, whoa, and going to be there where Led Zeppelin were in 78, I think.
77, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, something like that. So got thinking about that and all the great artists that have been there. And I said, I mean, it's a big deal in the UK to say Nebworth, and it became Sonosphere with Metallica and Diamond Head and that. And I said to my manager, as soon as it was confirmed, I said, have we had our tour T-shirts printed yet? I said, can we still fit Nebworth as part of our tour? So on the back of the Blaze Bayley T-shirt for my tour, it's got all clubs that I normally play in theatres and everything, and it's got Nebworth. It's really fun.
Yeah. That's going in history, you know.
But you get to put that on the back of your T-shirt.
Yeah. Now tell me, you did a tour, 25th anniversary tour of your first solo record, Silicon Messiah, right?
Oh man, it's unbelievable! It's absolutely crazy. We did a 15th anniversary, went all across Europe. It did okay, but I was just coming back then, and we were excited. If we had 30 tickets pre-sale, we were like, oh, okay. If we had 60, we were jumping up and down, dancing, man. Yeah. And on the 15th anniversary, we come back the 25th anniversary, we're selling out 100, 200, 300 people playing too. It's incredible. Yeah. And people, of course, they knew the songs very, very well. A lot of people that weren't aware of that 15th anniversary 10 years later, I was there. It was incredible. And people were so loud as well, singing the songs. It was just fantastic. And to be able to play the whole album, start to finish, more or less in the order, had to change one tuning. Just the guitars need to tune in place. But all start to finish, oh man, it felt good. And then, played some other songs from Masolia. It was an incredible experience. I couldn't believe the level of support and people t-shirt. Wow, we celebrate t-shirt. Oh yeah,
awesome, man.
Absolutely unreal, and affected us in the band and team because we've gone, you know what, that Silica Messiah album, there's a couple of songs that are more about the group. Yeah, it just went absolutely great. Can't believe people react. So many fans from way back. He missed it the first time, or only got into the Silica Messiah album just after. Because the problem was when Silica Messiah album came out, the week as Brave New World, the new album with Iron Maiden with Bruce.
Oh yeah.
He just got buried and didn't do anything at all. And same with the next album. 10th Dimension. So it was horrible, really. And I felt that it didn't get a fair chance. He didn't have a tour book for anything. Oh man, it was horrible. And I felt so much great luck on there that didn't. I felt it reached its natural audience that would have enjoyed it post Maiden.
Yeah.
It worked. We did this anniversary. We had plenty of promotion. My profile was a lot bigger. People knew about me. And so I really felt like tour that Silica Messiah should have had when it came out. But it was out. And in that way.
Great that it had too many visitors and sold out shows, man.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Where after Maiden, I was playing to just nobody really. Hardly anybody. Like less than 60 people, 30 people. Sometimes I had one horrible show where 7 people came. 7 people came. Just really tough. Nobody knew I was on, and I did know they didn't want to see it. So, very. And there was there wasn't social media like we have now.
Yeah.
I could be asked people about things, and then they could just go click and find out blazebayley.net. That's it. They find out about me. Yeah, but we didn't have that back then.
Yeah.
That was, I think, was the internet. You and I didn't access to it like we have now. It was different times, and we didn't have smartphones. You could look up your favourite band on your phone. That was like, if somebody told us that 35 years ago, you'll be able to look up favourite band on your phone. No way. Like, you can't even take it. You've just in some phone had a camera included. Woo! And they were crap. Rainy hot. Sometimes you'll be able to look up and hear you back. No way, man. And there he is now. So in one way, the wonderful thing, there's a lot of shit things, but the wonderful things about the world that we have now, you and I, is that access to everybody, and they can access us. Right, you're interested in some kind of music, you can find out about it.
Yeah.
Minutes, a few seconds maybe. Find out. Oh, I heard of this band. Let's have a listen. Oh, I like this. No, like this, and you can find new bands. You can find out about artists that have been going for years you never knew about. I found bands, and I'm like, how have these guys been going? It's like 20 odd years. I never heard of them. They're my favorite band. You know, and that's the thing about what we can have. I think for me, it's a massive benefit as an independent artist for people to be able to go, oh, I heard that Silicon Messiah album. I heard about it, but I never actually heard it. Just go listen to it.
Yeah. Who knows what the future holds now in the next 10, 20 years. So we don't know, but I'm worried about that AI thing. I'm worried about that, AI in music, but we'll see about it.
Look at it. And, I'm going to make a prediction now. It's going to be AI, and the people that are making AI and training it on My Art and Iron Maiden and Metallica and all famous writers and stuff like that. They use all that and putting it in without paying any royalties at all. That's completely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening now is that AI is putting stuff into itself, and the results that are coming back are getting worse and worse. So I think what is happening is the massive threat that we thought, oh, it's going to change everything. Yeah, things will change. Phones have changed things. Internet, us being able to talk, things have changed. But AI is starting to eat itself. It's starting to feed itself and eat itself. And it's poisoning itself. So I think there's a possibility that in 10 years, most AI will be very unreliable, and you'll have to just have your own AI. And the other thing that's, if it hasn't happened already, is you're going to have, or some people will have, a favourite AI artist. It's going to be normal to go, well, I like Bayley, I like Metallica, I like Saxon, I like Maiden, and my favourite AI artist is Robot John, or whatever his name's going to be, and it's fun, and it's something I like it alongside this and this is human artist, and that I like that AI artist and what it. I think that is going to happen. But generally, the threat from AI, I think it's going to take longer than people think, because it's actually poisoning itself by feeding itself with itself.
Yeah.
That's just my prediction. Let's talk in 10 years.
Yeah.
If we can, I might try and stop us talking.
Yeah.
Or we'll just be going, we beat AI.
Okay, Blaze, what are your near future plans?
Well, I'm going to Germany this weekend, and I'm playing Detzer, a couple of other really cool things in Germany, cool gigs there. And then, head first, on my way to Networth. And I'm so excited about it. And we're working the set. We're going, probably the set. And then we go, but should we do this one? It's only very, very short. So, I'm very excited. So, things, and I try and think of art for writing. A lot of interviews today. I normally do my interview just on Mondays. It's just it's just okay. And most people just try it in because then that the rest of the week to be able to go. I've got my writing to do. I've got that rehearsal. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't if I have to do interviews every day. It just works out a lot better for me.
Okay, then we should finish up this interview. We probably have some other interviews doing. Thank you, Blaze, very much for this great podcast episode. And Thank you from the bottom of my heart as a fan.
Thanks for hopefully I'll see you out somewhere.
See ya, man. See ya. I will come backstage whenever I can. Thanks.
Mate, good
Bye.
luck with you.
Bye.
Bye.